Petteri, the game ebbed and flowed a fair bit tonight out there. What were your thoughts on it?
Well, we fought 3 quarters today. That's what we had tonight. A little bit better, but then in the end, not enough. And this is, if we can't get stops, and all these past games, this has been our problem. We with 111 points, start to win these games, and we get to the gym next week. Now we have again travel, and then 1 day off, and then we try to use all the practice time what we have to get better, get on the same page, fix some things, and that's it. But we need some pride, some individual pride to get some stops. We, some of it's because there are some new things, so no repetitions, no build. We don't still have those habits, but some of this is also individual. Me against you, and this we need to get better and fix, or otherwise it's gonna be a long season.
Noticed that you went to a zone at the start of that second quarter just to try and break up Adelaide, and fair to say it didn't quite work, obviously. But was that something that you were sort of having to think about during the week in the lead into this game, as to how to defend this offensive power to Adelaide?
Well, yeah, with obviously with Taco now in the team is something what we tried to work last game. Also, we tried to use the zone, but Adelaide, they shot the ball really well today. Almost, over 50% from 3, and they're a talented team. We lead by Kendrick Davis was really good tonight again, and it's tough when they shoot the ball like this. We couldn't get stops. We couldn't get the transition, but yeah, it's something new what we have to implement now in last few games. What we maybe try to use. Then second half we didn't use that zone that much anymore because Adelaide was ready for it. They were able to find the holes, and then we kind of like play different defense. But anyway, we tried kind of everything what we had tonight, and none of them didn't work. It didn't matter, we couldn't get stops.
Well, you've got a team that's definitely made up of a lot of European experience, obviously, and we've noticed a trend here, a couple of us, along the lines of that European influence and some of the things that come out of the Bundesliga, for an example, and that. And how challenging is that, implementing that into a league like the NBL in the sense of the style of play in that?
Well, yeah, in Europe it's much more tactical. The game is, there are much more, let's say, set offenses, what things you use. The teams, might have a lot of different options, and NBL, the teams just want to go. The game is much more simple with the speed. Everybody want to attack, and you have to be able to defend transition. Individual talent is high. They are Americans. What some of the teams have, they are really high level players, and but yeah, in Europe it's much more tactical, more slower pace. But yeah, it's been interesting to see this league. It's really fun to follow, and I think all the fans like how the game is played in the league.
And Karim, it must be very exciting to be the next star in this league, and with the play that you've got at the moment, and certainly you would have learned a lot of lessons out of this afternoon's game, no doubt.
Oh yeah, it's definitely very exciting. Definitely, I've been blessed with getting a lot of opportunities from my coaches, so I'm just trying to take them and not take them for granted. Just keep working. I got to be better too. So, yeah, we just got to get a win. But yeah.
And your experience coming out of Juventus, Badalona, I think I said it correctly, where you played a couple of years in Spain, obviously. What does that play a part with, especially at the age that you're at the moment as the next star?
Well, that definitely helped me a lot in my growth as a player. As Coach said, it's a different style of play. It's very tactical. It's a lot of options for every single play, every single possession. You got to be really, really focused. I feel like that helped me grow a lot and just help with my IQ, my just overall everything. So I feel like just transitioning that into this league, which is very different, as Coach said. But yeah, I feel like that was a great part of my journey.
And we've seen some great assets of you so far in this season. Obviously, you threw down a couple of really big dunks tonight as well, and we've seen your ability to stretch defenses and that. They're the different things you're kind of working on, and is that what you wanted to look at when you signed on to the Next Stars program?
Well, yeah, it's cool to do all that, but I just To be honest, I'm just trying to get a win right now. It's just that's what we need right now. So it doesn't really matter if I dunk 3 times or 4 times. I think if we don't get a win, it doesn't really count. So we just gotta get on the same page and just try and get a win.
Karim, just on the back of that, I enjoy how aggressive you are defensively. I mean, you weren't afraid to take on Montrez a couple of times there. You got one block that counted, one block that probably should have counted. It was called a foul. Did you enjoy your interactions with him and taking him on out of the court?
Oh, for sure. I mean, I'm trying to get to the NBA, obviously, and Montrez is a player that obviously I watched when I was a kid. So, it's just fun to go out there and just compete with those type of guys. And, I'm not afraid, so I'm just trying to compete and just trying to make plays to help us win.
There's also times where you're matching up on some really high quality guards in this league as well. When you go back a couple of weeks and it was Bryce and today you spend time on Kendrick. How much is that helping your development with the quickness that you need to try to defend guys like that?
I feel like it's definitely a challenge. There's definitely very high skilled players and very fast also. But it's just about pride. I'm just trying to make plays so to help us win. So I feel like if we can get stops, obviously we allowed 111 points tonight, so we just gotta get stops, and I feel like I take pride in that. So I still gotta get better on that also, but yeah, just trying to make winning plays.
Are you seeing some really impressive development? It's difficult, I know, when you're in a losing streak, but especially from Karim. Are you seeing him developing maybe quicker than you might have expected, considering he's still so young?
Well, Karim he's been amazing all season. He came to the new club, faced a new challenge when he first met us, and he's been growing fast. Playing with the grown men, high level basketball. He's learning, and he again after a few of those, let's say, more quiet games, he came back and he showed he want to fight and help this team, and that's what I really appreciated. He was one of our better players tonight, and like I said before, amazing kid with a great work ethic, but it's also like Karim and everybody. Like, if you want to compete with these better teams in this league, everybody needs to bring in all the 5 players every possession to be there, focus, concentrate, and make those winning plays. But Karim, great game tonight, and like you said, amazing, young kid considering his age.
We've talked after each of these last six losses, so we're trying to have the same conversations. But what stands out is defensively, like you touched on earlier. You over those first 10 games, you're only giving up 82 points a game. Now all of a sudden it's 106. How do you fix up things defensively?
Well, obviously, when things change middle of the season, and then you don't have time to practice, and it's kind of like 2 different, defensive styles. Beginning of the season, we had only one, and I think the guys knew exactly what to do, and that was the thing. Now we kind of have to mix the defenses, and that's the kind of the issue with the habits, and because we don't have repetitions, and then it's more about our guards to that individual responsibility to fight over the screens and challenge those shots. But also you have to give credit to Adelaide. They play amazing. They hit some tough shots. If you shoot over 50% from 3, it's tough to win. And if you want to win on the road, you really have to play tougher. And we get better. We watch film, we analyze, and every day we have to just try to use every day what we have to get better as a team.
The other remarkable thing you've had to deal with, I think this was your 11th straight game in a different venue, so it's tough to get used to playing in any one venue, and you haven't now played in Spark Arena since November 2, and we're now in the middle of December. The positive is that your next game is at Spark Arena.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's gonna be a great day. My family is finally coming to New Zealand, gonna meet them, and we go back to Sparks. It's gonna be a great day, and hopefully we can finish that day also with the win. So that's the goal, and we go for it. But it's finally nice to get back home and play in Spark Arena, and I hope fans are still there to support us, to give that extra energy what this team also deserves, and we need everybody to cheer for us there and try to help us in that game.
Is this your family's first chance to come down?
Yes, it's been, let's say, long 4 months, so it's gonna be nice to see them.
Well, I mean, away from basketball, how difficult is it living away on the other side of the world from your family? I mean, whether you're winning or losing games, it doesn't really matter. How difficult has it been being away from your family?
It's been tough. It's been tough.
Yeah.
I can't lie. But like I said, finally they will come. You know, I miss them every day. Luckily, they're at the phones, and you know, basketball aside, you know, it's I love my family and can't wait to see them.
No, thanks very much, Cop. Enjoy seeing them. I'll take it. Yeah.